Hey fam! So you already read the thumbnail. You already know what we are here to do today. I cannot be more excited to be paying off this Discover card. You know, last night I went back and rewatched my interest video. I'll link it above. And in that video, I was talking about this Discover card. And I talked about how I had recently made a payment of like $103 and then got an interest charge of $79. And in that video, I was so upset realizing just how much I was working against myself, how much interest was working against me. Like I was just PO'd. I was so frustrated with the fact that I was just working against myself. And I went back and watched that video in anticipation of recording this today. And I am just so elated that it didn't take me the 19 years that they mentioned it would take. I think it said that if I paid the minimum balance, that minimum payment every month, it would take me 19 years to pay off that balance. And I want to say $14,000. It was ridiculous. Holding on to debt, I tell you, I could get on my soapbox all over again. Holding on to debt is a mess, especially when you're being charged interest. It's ridiculous. And some of you know that I did end up moving this balance to a zero interest card. And that gave me temporary relief. But I was so mad about all the many months and possibly years. I'll have to look up when I got this account. But all that time of paying that interest, I was so upset by it that even that reprieve of no interest, I mean, it really helped. I did feel great about it, but it didn't lessen the passion to get this done. And I am so excited to be celebrating this today, that this Discover balance is now at zero. You know, this one just hits different. You know how you have those ones that you're just too excited to get done with? And I thought that was my car loan, but when it got around to this one, I was just like, yeah, this one has to go. It hits different, you know? And you know what it hits? The dust. Because when it hit zero, it took a big old bite of it. Oh, yeah, baby. That is done. And I must admit, I will miss this little tracker. It is one of my favorite trackers and I'm going to miss looking at it, but it was destined to be missed because I was definitely going to use it and get rid of it, put it in the history book for paying off this debt. So the Discover is officially done. And now on to the American Express, which is next in my debt snowball. And so I've already switched out my page protectors here. And you can see that the next debt under attack is the American Express. And I will take this out so I can show you here. What I normally do with the interest is I'll go back about a year just to see how much interest I've been charged in the last year for whatever account I'm working on in my debt snowball. And since the American Express is up next, I went back to last November and just took a look at the interest I'm being charged. This is a motivator. It's the first thing I see in my planner, and I'm able to see how much it's costing me to hang on to this debt. And even though I transferred this balance around May or June of this year, it hasn't lessened my intensity for wanting to knock this out, because even though I'm not paying the interest now, like, I guess I'm still mad about it. And I'm only mad at myself, and I'm ready to just wipe it out altogether and be done with it. And so you can see this time last year, I paid almost $97 in interest on this account, and so on and so forth. Around April is when I made the transfer, but even to make that transfer to the 0% interest, you see how much it cost me. I think that might have been about 2%, so it wasn't even a high rate. But that was a lot, but you can see how much I was being charged for interest, so it was worth it. And then May comes around, I pay a little bit of interest, and then June starts the no interest. And still, even though I haven't had interest since June or so, it's cost me almost $800 in the last year. And so, I am excited about moving ahead to this account. I have officially paid off 17 accounts and only have 2 left. This account has a balance of about $6,200 or so. I think as of the last debt snowball, it was $6,224.15. I want to say off the top of my head. So we're turning our attention to knocking this one down. And when I'm thinking about my debt-free plan, this may take about 5 or 6 months. So this one will kind of hang around for a little bit, but I can't be more excited to knock this one out. After this one, I'll have just one more until I'm consumer debt free. And that's super exciting. Let me know how your debt payoff is coming along. If you've paid off a debt recently, I know some of you said before the end of the year, you'll be debt free. You'll pay off 1 or 2 more accounts, your car loans. I mean, we're making it happen. And this is super exciting, especially so close to the holidays, to keep up the intensity and to make this debt payment. We are on to the next to last debt, and I'm elated. I'm ready to go. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for celebrating with me, and I will chat with you next time. Bye.